The U.S. Congress is starting negotiations over a massive 64-page UFO disclosure bill that mentions non-human intelligence over 20 times, and nobody is talking about it. So here's what you need to know about the UAP Disclosure Act of 2024. The bipartisan legislation sets out a few key objectives, including the establishment of the UAP records collection at the National Archives, as well as the creation of a 9-member UAP Records Review Board that would be presidentially appointed and Senate confirmed and would have authority over the moderation of that UAP records collection, as well as being bestowed subpoena power to compel witness testimony and gather evidence, the ability to create effectively an amnesty program for UFO whistleblowers, and to host public hearings as the review board. Now, it also establishes the requirements for what agencies need to report to and provide documentation to the review board, those 24 federal agencies alongside state and local, as well as establishing eminent domain specifically over UAP materials that have a federal nexus that are in the possession of private entities or individuals. The legislation also outlines criteria that would enable federal agencies to request a postponement of the declassification of certain records. All postponement decisions have to have an unclassified summary in writing that also need to be included within the collection, and the public has the ability to appeal those decisions for postponement, in addition to all postponement decisions requiring an annual review for their continued lack of release to the public. The legislation also grants the review board the authority to acquire, store, and maintain any physical material for review and possible declassification. It should be noted that one of the definitions in the 64-page bill is for technologies of unknown origin, which are any materials, devices, artifacts, or crafts associated with UAP that demonstrate properties or capabilities beyond current human scientific understanding or technological achievement. Now, one of the big issues around trying to adjudicate the claims of several whistleblowers that have come out in the last several years is the inability to get to classified information, to get to the physical evidence, to the physical documentation of either the alleged crafts or the alleged bodies. The UAP Disclosure Act creates the only way forward that has been proposed so far to actually adjudicate the claims of whistleblowers by establishing a forum by which public hearings could be held where they come in to testify, where there's an entity that has the necessary legal authority to go in, particularly to these alleged private contractors that are outside of federal government control, to potentially look at and confirm that these materials exist, as well as being able to provide the protections to the whistleblowers who have said that they don't want to come forward because those protections don't exist. So many of the things that would allow either the validation or the falsification of these allegations to happen exist in the UAPDA. So please check out the guide, take a look. It's super easy to read. It's broken down into 11 pages, very clearly outlined. And if you want Congress to pass the UAPDA, check out our call tool where we've outlined all of the key members that are going to be a part of the decision-making process related to the UAPDA with a script and additional background information. It's wild. Read the bill. Read it. Read the summary. Read the original text. You will be very surprised at what you find in the depths of this legislation.